After hiking Cabazon to Cabazon, we got dropped back off at the Cajon Pass and are hiking northbound back towards Wrightwood. It felt weird going northbound. Last time we were here, we headed south. It was a trip walking under the 15 freeway. I've driven over this so many times and never knew this tunnel was here.
Nobody here but me, my wife, our 3 children, and our man-sized pet pollywog. Pinya, pinya!
Mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Looks like they had some beehives out here. Explain all the bees.
Oh, beehive.
In 1851, a band of Mormon settlers came from Salt Lake City through the Cajon Pass, and they named the surrounding area after them, Mormon Rocks. The Mormon Rocks are a sandstone formation and have tons of little holes that are homes to owls, pack rats, and lizards. I just left that water cache at, I'll throw the mileage up. But anyways, it was a super nice cache. When I went in to go open it, a couple mice jumped out at me, and I think, I don't know who was more scared, me or them. I cameled up there, drank about half a liter, and then I topped off my water. So I got about 4 liters that I'm bringing up. So there's definitely water in this trough, but I'd probably grab from that water cache. Pretty funky.
You know what your problem is?
What?
You ain't got the funk. You're all rigid. You're like a breadstick.
We hiked a few more miles from the cache and set up with a beautiful overlook. The following morning, we were treated to an epic sunrise. Good morning, happy hikers. So, Billy and I are getting started. It's about 5:30 in the morning. We have about 16 miles to go today to make it into Wrightwood, with about 5,000 foot of elevation climb. So we're running into just a little bit of poodle dog bush this morning. Not too much, but I literally ran into it. So there was like a super big plant of it growing off the side of the hill with the inflorescent spike, like sticking out the flower stalk from last year. It was super dried, and it hit the outside of my glove, a little bit of my sun hoodie on the left side, and definitely hit my backpack. So when I get into Wrightwood today, I'm gonna see if I can't find any nail polish remover. Some studies have shown that acetone's actually better at removing it than soap and water, so I'm hoping I can just use some towels and acetone and wipe everything off and hopefully not react to it. California whip snake.
I'm a snake. I'm a slithery little sneaky snake.
We have about 1 mile to Camp Hatchie, which is a side trail. I'm not gonna take that, though it looks like it goes to a beautiful little area. So we just hiked through Gobbler's Knob area. There's a short little side trail if you want to go summit it. Feel free. We didn't. But yeah, so far this area doesn't look too bad. The reason I bring it up is we're going through the area that had the first fire closure on the PCT this year. So luckily it doesn't look like the PCT itself was affected. Got us another whip snake, guys. We'll have about 1 mile or 2 of snow most likely before we hit the Acorn Trail to drop into Wrightwood. We originally hoped to get to Inspiration Point to go into Wrightwood, but the road's closed, so hitching's probably not gonna happen. That's looking at the north side of Mount Baldy from Wrightwood. So we climbed to the top of this saddle and found a fire route. I think it may actually be Blue Ridge Truck Trail, which I used to ride on when I was younger with my dad when I get up here and work on repeater sites. But even the fire road's pretty well snowed over, close to Acorn Trail, so I don't think we have too much further to go. This is what the trail looked like from the top of the saddle. It was hard to find the trail, but better as we got down. Man, Acorn Trail is a lot of work. It may have been better just to push through 6 more miles and drop down and road walk back, but well, we're committing to this. Let's see how it goes. It's always great when you're crossing a little patch of ice and snow that you can see somebody slipped and fell. I guess I better watch that step, huh? I think this was left behind from the knob fire, but the PCTA has said that this trail is now open. The trail magic was super cool, but evidently a guy lives near here that hates hikers and always causes drama with them. Lots of houses down the street set up trail magic for the hikers passing through. We got into town and wanted to grab something to eat. We were recommended the Evergreen Cafe, and they have the coolest decorations on the inside. Look at these owls going up and down. We ended up meeting up with a lot of other hikers at the coffee shop, so we hung out, had some coffee, and great conversations. It was great meeting you all. Billy ended up getting an appointment with Blaze Physio. We learned a ton, and hopefully we can get his knee sorted. We made arrangements with Arlene for a cabin. You can find her number in Far Out. The grocery store Jensen's had a great beer selection, including this one. So the hardest part I always have is trying to get the right amount of food, and I never nail it. I almost always carry way too much. The cabin we got was super cool. Who remembers this company from high school? I think they were the ones that did bum fights, right?
If you think I exploit people, every time you bring a guest on this show, you exploit them and spread whatever problems they have to the whole world.
Wrightwood has this super cool little trail running parallel to Highway 2. So we're going to take this a little bit and hopefully get a hitch into town. This was one of the coolest fire danger signs I've seen yet. All right, guys, time to start our road walk out of Wrightwood.